We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I haven't the words to...
It is plain. You'll fix this up.
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but...
Was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Look at my whip. Is
This might contain useful information. Let's have a look then.
Won't someone do aught about this? I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on it. 'Tis our duty to see this peace.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Hail, friend! You've come at a good time. I was just hoping to speak with you. Have you heard aught of the masquerades being held in the palace of late? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the sovereign's valorous deeds. However, in truth, my mother is merely holding them to strengthen her ties with her closest retainers. But therein lies our chance, for I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause, a man by the name of Patrick. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most prudent way to go about this. You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself, but I am afraid I cannot attend the masquerades. Mother refuses to allow it. I will speak with a sentinel I trust and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, make use of this opportunity to slip into the venue. Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough for you to seek him out. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much, but any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract unwanted notice. You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this
All the same dismal affair.
All my days were so townspeople would. Captain, I had my head if I see another patrol.
fine place to
I'm not sure what to do. You can't just wander in here. You can't just wander.
This is where I come when lions overwhelming.
my sword arm. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
I've a niggling feeling forgotten something.
What reason have you to be here? What reason have you to be...
I dare say you do not belong here.
Not much going on here about... What reason have you...
Rome if aught goes awry.
Well, is rooted in the soil of love.
I can ask for no more than that.
Nor compares to real dower.
I do so enjoy these nights of gaiety.
My sword arm.
always sets me to
My
think.
talents are lost on these townsfolk.
My list of duties grows ever longer.
Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Oh, how lovely. I'll have to remember this place.
Tis on me to bear what younger shoulders.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Fancy a kid.
But not at the expense of my duty.
The sooner I can.
Sometimes I wonder.
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
I just about had my
Such worn out gear.
wonder what's going on in town. Triola might be a cook.
Oh dear.
Nice to see you again.
A sprinkle of misfortune.
Fun to brighten my day. Not a care in the world.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
There is only one acceptable outcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, You will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Anywhere's better than the middle of the crowd. I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Seem I drank such drink that I am drunk.
What's to be done about
I do so
this?
enjoy these nights.
Dalliances with bandits.
So, tell me more of this.
What is it? Is there aught you need? Ah, I see. Thank you for giving this to me. I shall pen my answer anon. Behind closed doors, naturally.
Our first sovereign in decades.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say. I'm not sure who gave the orders, but it's beyond my pay.
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let
Many thanks. Patrick has already sent his reply. 'Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on his heart. He has pledged to continue our correspondence and aid me in putting an end to my mother's injustices. This would not have been possible without your assistance. I am afraid I cannot offer much in the way of recompense, but pray, take this.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to Minister's chambers last month? You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Hard to get up on stage with fascinating like this.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry.
Best mind that tongue before you lose it.
Listen, I've seen my fair share of...
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded to Batar. The dragon in now.
Hasten them along.
Enough of that. Such things are not for common soldiers to question.
If you've naught to say,
Another ale can't...
Such cheap drink. It is not at all to my taste.
Would seem our sovereign has recovered enough to... All this merrymaking... 'Twouldn't do to...
Such quietude is a blessing. This place is awful dull. Can't complain much.
My sword arm could use some work. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Sure why our patrol here
Or is all to be done with it?
It's the same.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. What must needs be done?
Such quietude is a blessing.
Such worn out gear. Or is all to be done with it?
now I've gone and stepped in it.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well. I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
this right now.
Dull days for us are a sign that always
Such quietude. This is quite a quandary.
Can't help but talking and whispering on here.
dull days for us are a sign that always where to now?
Out there. This is a conundrum.
Now, we who are gathered here are naught but nameless. Now, we who are gathered here are...
These festivities...
Now, we who are gathered here are...
Always the same dismal affair, if you ask me.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
They're whispering of me now. I dread to think.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour what you like.
In here.
Open Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while? Do take care not to stray so far next time. It's... Seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Branch will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Shall we report this development to Captain Branch? I believe I can guide you to the person in question. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
When does my watch end?
I don't know how to leave.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I pray be cautious, Your Majesty.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
I kick just about anywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
Lots to do, and precious little time. Just about anywhere. Would that all my days were so tranquil. My legs are as
Can't make a living if I get myself in it.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
I'm not the only one who's
Welcome.
Hardens the heart to see so
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phases. Now there's...
As a reward for Your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that Your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take...
So someone saw fit to monitor you all the way over in Batal? I suppose that means you're famous, Master.
We seem to have arrived without issue.
Don't think I'll stand for this. I'll not be trifled with.
Wonder if there's any easy work.
E'er since the reign of Rothace, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. It was by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Though I pity those content to live in idleness.
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. You would leave one of your own to die. This is impermissible. A village is nothing without its people. Sacrificing that poor soul amounts to cutting off your own arm. As Half's leader, you ought to strive to do whatever you can to bring him back alive. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider! Be gone from our village!
I, Jonas, I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do what must needs be done. All those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at Stormwind Cave.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.